Good morning, everybody. I was just reading some comments in the chat. Shoot. Anyways, morning, everybody. Jesus. Yeah, morning, everybody. Looks like we got a little bit of chop storm going on this morning. Once again, the RTY is hanging out at the overnight open. If you look, go back and look at the overnight in the RTY. Look at the spread. I mean, like we had. So let me blow this up even more so we can get a good idea. Okay. Versus yesterday. I mean, we haven't even done a fifth. Not even a fifth of the action of yesterday in the overnight, even less than that. So we need to get something moving here. And the ES is sitting at the overnight open also. The YM is not at the overnight open, but it's at the prior open. It's hanging out at the PriorDay open. And the NQ is going back to the overnight open. So we need something to start moving. Need something to start moving. So this morning I nailed that. I've told you guys before. I think Thomas is the one that's asked. I don't know if he's in here right now, but he said, "Well, Bob, when do you start looking at gold?" I said, "Well, I mean, honestly, I start looking at gold as soon as I turn my charts on, because I'm usually turning my charts on, like 8:30, something like that, when I finally feel like I can spend a little focus on it." Well, this morning I did that exact same thing. And then, we had my favorite setup, the old, in a deliberate crossover, retest, prior day high, and boom, boom. I was, bam, $400, just like that one contract. I mean, that was a nice way to wake my day up. But anyways, it was yesterday was a choppy day in the equities. I kind of got chopped around, but if you'll notice, if you go back and watch the video yesterday, because this is something that popped in my head later. I had to leave here and go do some appointments out of my office. So I had a lot of driving, to get to my first appointment. So when I'm doing a lot of driving, I do a lot of thinking, and it dawned on me, while I was driving, how calm I stayed yesterday, even though I had gotten punched in the face in a lot of this chop going on in the equity markets. And that's an evolution on my part, to be honest with you, because I didn't revenge trade. I didn't get pissed and start throwing shit. I didn't do that, which is development on my part, to be honest with you. Because second to taking trades and feeling like I have to be right, the second worst thing I used to do, and still struggle with it to some point, is revenge trading. Getting down and then just start pushing buttons and getting pissed. I didn't do that yesterday at all, and I worked my way out of a couple chop losses by just going back and looking at gold and seeing, a setup and bing, 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 and taking it and getting my money back and then going to my appointment. And when you that I will say that when you get to that evolutionary point of your trading journey where you can stay calm because you don't feel pressure that you've lost money, because you feel confident in what it is you're capable of recognizing patterns for. By the way, just so everybody knows, I am staring at this RTY for a 1 minute gold line long, just so you all know. All right. So I am staring at that. But that ability to stay calm and to just work my way out of, getting punched in the face a couple times is wonderful. So, because yesterday I ended up $50 ahead, just $50 after getting chopped up in these damn equity market things. But I'm still up for the week, and that's what's more important at the end of the day. Where am I at? Where's my P&L? Why is this thing in my way? Where's my P&L? Hold on, let me find my P&L. 7731. I'm still up $4,286 in my one account for the week. I mean, that's a lot of money. $4,600, and that's with a day that I only made $50. And even if I had lost money yesterday, I lost $400, $500, whatever, I'd still be up $4,000. So you know what I mean? So, but one day of getting mad and angry and pissed off and over trading, you could blow that whole $4,000 away. And that's what you gotta stop right here. Because that's the stuff I used to do. Does that make sense? All right, RTY is looking like it's doing a potential. Come on, RTY. Come on. Come on, RTY. I need you to come back. Right, exactly. Lunatic. And that was never my intent anyways when doing this, was to make $4,600 in a week. I always talked about it. I just wanted to be able to confidently know I could sit down and make $300, or so a day, about $1,000 a week. I'd be good because I can just supplement retirement with my trading. So I never intended to make some kind of crazy amount of money. No, George, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I mean, it's probably going to work, but that's not a setup. Come on, gold. Come on, RTY. Gold might have a 1 minute gold line short here. Gold might have a 1 minute gold line short here. Damn it. While I'm sitting here waiting for this RTY. Hold on here, because I got to pay attention to this. Damn it. All right, damn it. That would have been it. I didn't get myself set up in time. That would have been it right there. I didn't get myself set up in time. Moving my freaking charts around. Well, I would have got knocked out at even. All right, come on, RTY. Come on, RTY. Come on. Come on. There's a lot of potential in the RTY because it's been so compressed If we can catch a rotation out through the highs, man, there's a lot of promise in the RTY. There's a lot of promise in the RTY today. Just got to catch a rotation. We want that pullback to get a little bit more violent in the RTY right now. Come on. Come on. Seriously. Come on. Well, pop through. Oh, no. All right. Still good. Come on down. Good morning, Stephen. Come on. Let's get a little violent here. Get a little violent. Come on, RTY. Come on. Come on. Fuck. All right, go through the high. All right, we're good. It's reset again. That's fine. That's fine. The RTY is starting to piss me off because it's doing it's doing what I thought it would do, which is once it started walking itself long, it's just going to keep going long, but I need it to give us an entry. All right, maybe we got something here. Jesus. Come on. George, the problem with NQ is it's not resetting. The 1 minute gold line is not resetting. Instead, it's just following the gold line. If you want to take a 1 minute gold line trade, it needs to reset. It needs to cross over, have a full candle above that gold line, come back down, create a new Donchian Channel low, just like this. We're down here. Here's a reset. We crossed over the gold line, create a Donchian Channel high, and then you want to pull back. And it'd be the first time that it's testing that gold line. That's what you want. You don't want the multiple attempts. If you're in a trending market situation, which we aren't, so let me clarify something. If we're in a trending market situation, which we aren't right now, hell, NQ's not far from the prior day close and the overnight open and all that stuff. When you're in a trending market, you can use rotations off the 9 over and over again to scalp money, but it has to reset. Otherwise, We are not in a trending market right this moment, not in today's trading. Man, RTY, you'd make my day if you gave me a 5-minute red line. Because this gold line has got me scared. God dang it. Are you going to just blow right up from here? Shit. You freaking dog. What's my high here? 85, 87. Jesus. Frustrating. God dang it. I'm not going to do anything with it. Not unless this next candle compresses more. Come on, RTY. Pull down. Pull down. Pull down. I don't think it's going to, but come on. Pull down. All right. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come back here. Come back here. All right. Come back down here. Seriously. Come back. Oh, man. No, I want you to go through the bottom and then back through the top. Go through the bottom. Yeah, it's just going to blow right out of it. Hold on. If this goes through the bottom, I'm going to look for a long back out at the top of this. All right, here we go. All right. So I'm going to look for a long back out at the top of this. Okay, good. All right. So see, they fake break that one. And what kept me out of it? Did you see how they fake break that one? What kept me out of it is we don't have any room from here to here. We don't really have any room there. All right, what do we got going on in gold? Holy shit. All right, hold on here. Let me look at gold. Let me look at gold. RTY now needs to come down and either do the red line or crossover, do a crossover retest, crossover, Donchian Channel high, and then a pullback. So right now it's kind of dead to me. So I'm going to focus on gold because gold right this moment has had a very deliberate move. So everybody see it went from here to here in a pretty straight line. So stop. I want it to stay. I want this candle to stay right here. And then I'm going to look for a short. Stay right here. All right. All right, come on. There you go. Now go. Now go. Come on. There you go. Through that red line. Come on. Through that red line. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Oh, shit. Man, I've got to protect oh, shit. Oh, shit. I want to reverse this. Damn it. All right. Damn it. Go long now. Let's go. Come on. You just blew through the top. Now let's go. Oh my God. I think I just gave back all my profits. I just did. Oh my God. Shit. I think I just gave back all my profits. Yep. Come on. Why did you blow through the top and not go? That is just hard to believe. That is really hard to believe. It blew through the top and didn't go. Well, let's try it again. All right. We're on attempt like 3 or 4 here. Come on, let's go. Blow through the top. Let's go. You went through the top once. Man. Oh my God. Excuse me. Ah, damn. There goes all my profits. Oh, yeah. Jesus. Come on, RTY. Redeem me. I'll be right back. Oh, where am I? Well, the main thing is to not allow a loss to be bigger than it needs to be. Shane. That's the main thing. So that you can take the next trade, because they're not going to all work. Unfortunately, they don't all work. What's got me a little discombobulated with gold right now is it's doing what I don't like it to do, which is consolidating around the freaking overnight open. That's never a good situation. All right, so let me look at this. No. Wow. Huh. Gotta shrink my ES chart up. What the hell? I need it to. Not only Friday, Stephen, but Friday, last day of the month, price action. You got a double dash there. You got Friday and it's the last day of the month. So you got monthly position switches that people are dealing with and shit like that. Yeah, happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. Carved my pumpkins last night, 2 of them. So I munched on a bunch of pumpkin seeds last night. I still got a whole freaking huge tray of them upstairs of pumpkin seeds. Oh, wait, let me move this over. Yeah, on a Friday, exactly, Jim. You literally just took the words out of my mouth. So it being a Friday and Halloween, my candy budget is double what it normally is. Yeah, being a Friday and Halloween, definitely my candy budget is double what it normally is. Well, you got to understand, David, 100 of that, Jim lives in California, so 100 of that was taxes. For the privilege of buying his candy in California. Got to pay for that monorail system out there. That's never going to get built. But a lot of people are going to get wealthy watching it. Yeah. All right. So RTY may finally be giving us that setup. So we've finally come back over the gold line, and we created a Donchian Channel high and a daily high. So we just need that pullback. It has to be, Thomas, because what I pay in taxes is less than half what Jim pays in taxes in California, between sales tax, property tax, income tax. I know what communism's like, Thomas. I moved here from Massachusetts. And I went from not being able to afford to do anything to holy shit, I can buy a boat, I can buy a house, I can go on vacations, all with the same income when I moved here, because I transferred. I relocated with Deloitte and Touche. I was working for Deloitte in Boston, and then I relocated down here and worked still with Deloitte, same job here in North Carolina. It was like I died and went to heaven. This house I live in right now, shit, man. I never would have even dreamed to own the house I have right now if I had lived in Massachusetts still. Never even dreamed. Well, we didn't get, here's the problem, Sarah. Here's the problem with gold and the static lines right now. We are hanging out at the overnight open. That's not a good sign. We are staying in this zone. We don't want to do that anymore. And so when I talk about that a lot, when price has a tendency, the static lines are great, except when you hang out at the overnight open too long, because that is, well, yeah, I don't have any waves at the Outer Banks, but you know what I don't have at the Outer Banks? I have no people. No people, and great fishing. Great fishing. Holy shit, man. I catch bluefish as long as my leg. I catch drum that go from my hip to my feet. And I sit out there with a grill, drinking beer, sitting in my back of my Jeep, just relaxing. And nobody around me. My dog's running up and down the beach. Got no communists telling me I can't have my dogs out there. But I can't surf. Not like you guys, no. But my water's warm. My water's very warm. My water's nice and warm. Oh, that's amazing, Thomas. That is amazing. That is just ridiculous. That is just, I mean, see, you say things like that, and it's like, I don't even, like, none of that's comprehensible to me. Like, it's not even comprehensible. It's just, that's insane. Well, the problem with the RTY right now, Mike, is that this candle right here broke the top of this candle on that pullback. The double top is not a problem, this candle and this candle. It's because it's equal. But it's when the pullback happens, you have to stay smooth, and we didn't get that. So look what we get instead. Yeah, that is true, George. We've got the RTY fighting to go long, and we got the other three markets fighting to go short. Yeah, that's terrible, David. All right, so something must have happened because everybody's dropping at the same time with some big candles. Something must have happened. Something might have happened, I should say. I shouldn't say must have. Yeah, Jim. Yeah, totally. It's totally. Mine's free and clear too, but it's only free and clear because I bought it here. And I built it in 2004. I had to think about that for a minute. The ES is giving some signals, Fran. I've said this a million times, man. If you want to steady Eddie pass an eval and then steady Eddie pass a PA to get funded, you need to stare at that ES and you need to trade it off the gold line. Like this scenario right here. Hold on here. Let me pull it down and show you, Fran. So like this scenario right here, we had a candle north of the gold line. Now we crossed over, new low, boom, back. And there's your setup for as long as this candle holds this gold line for a short. And the consistency of that pattern right there in the ES is almost like the consistency of a Swiss watch. The deal with it is you got to be, you just got to be willing to make, $100, $150, nothing crazy on each trade. So if you dink and dunk 2 of those a day, like back when I first did that scenario I'm talking about right there, I tell this story a lot. So some people are going to get bored and probably change channels now. But anyways, back when I did that in 2022, it worked perfectly for me because you had to trade. I think you had to trade, I can't remember the numbers exactly, but for your eval, you had to trade at least a minimum of 10 days from what I remember and show consistency. And then, but for your payout, for your PA, you had to trade 20 days. 20 days. So nice, simple setup. That's not going to cause me to do anything stupid like NQ would or gold would. That ES is like a Swiss watch. And I didn't mind that I took a trade and, got 2 or 3 points and made $100, $150 and got out because I had to slow walk my way to a payout anyways. Now times have changed, they loosen up the rules, but the reality of it is they loosen up the rules so that they can rush you through an eval and collect your money on a PA with you not knowing any, with you not knowing even if your strategy works, because you can just buy one and sell another, and one of them's going to pass, two accounts, and then you pass. So now all of a sudden you got your PA, which costs you $100 and some or whatever, and you're sitting there not knowing, what am I going to do now? And then you're just, they want you to do that because they know you're going to blow it up. At the end of the day, it's a guy like me that takes an ES and dicks and dunks for $150, $200 a day. It's really not anybody that these prop firms want to deal with. Somebody start doing something. No problem, Sarah. Are you finally going to move? This may finally move. I mean, there was but we aren't coming from a new pivot low back to here on the retest. I mean, it's just like there's just, I don't know. We're getting some reaction, but we're getting some anticipated reaction. This punch through here and then the rejection, that's an anticipated reaction, but it's not enough money to play, in my opinion. It's not enough money to risk. You're still holding on to that, Jim? Yeah, Jesus Christ. It might get there it's trying to push it south. It's been trying to push it south for 45 minutes or whatever, how many minutes that is. 25 minutes. No, Nathan, absolutely not. No. If I get into a little bit of a hole, I'll grab that. I'll grab that I've done it right here live on this channel. I've grabbed that ES, pulled it over, and said, "Okay, I'm getting my money back." And just take that ES trade I just talked about. I've done it live right on here. All right, hold on, guys. I got to get my money back, and I'll grab the ES, pull it over, and say, "Okay, here's that set, bing, bing, bing," and it goes, and I get my money back. But I trade the YM too. I do trade the YM. It's sitting up here, and I've had a couple YM trades this week. I have had a couple YM trades this week. It's south. It is. He's out now. Jim's out now. Halloween candy. Yeah. Jim, I think I told you my son's in the mortgage business. I got him in the mortgage business when he got out of college, because if I didn't get him in the mortgage business, he'd probably be living in my house. So anyways, he's still in that phase where he likes it. He likes the business. You probably remember those days. I know when I first started doing it, man, I absolutely loved it. I mean, I did. I loved the mortgage business. I thought I died and gone to heaven after being in a CPA firm. And now I'm in the mortgage business. But anyways, so I said to him one day recently, I said, you ought to log in and watch us do this stuff. You're on your own schedule. Oh, Dad, I'm too busy. All right. I figure one day he'll be it'll be years from now, because to get frustrated with that business takes a little while, but he'll be calling me one day. You taught your son the mortgage business too? Yeah. I've had buddies of mine tell me I'm not a good dad. I'm not a good dad for that. Yeah. Trading. You taught him some trades. Oh God. Yeah. Trading is boring. It's lonely. It's a lonely business, and it is boring. Why is it boring? Because you got to sit and wait for stuff. You just got to sit and wait. Not everything is I do, commish. I did with Apex. So when I was trading at Apex, I traded under my corporate entity. When I trade this account here, I'm just trading in my name. I didn't have much optimism in myself, to be honest with you. But I may have to evaluate that, changing that. Yeah, that's probably true, Stephen. Yeah, that's probably true. And my son is similar to me in that respect. He does not have a significant attention span. Jesus, Gold, what the hell? Jim, Mike, it's the rejection of the prior day close, and it was 10 points down. Jim uses 10 points as his rotation because, honestly, gold is swinging at least in 10-point rotations. So, because it's swinging in 10-point rotations. There's so much money to be made in gold right now. It's insane. But like with a prop firm account, you really can't trade it the way he is, because you can't afford a swing like the swings that he went through with 2 contracts. You can't afford those swings to go against your drawdown in case it comes back and knocks you out. Sarah, well, yeah, I don't, hold on. Well, it is. Well, I mean, you know, Stephen, they're ruined because of, excuse me, I'm going to use some foul language, but because of these fucking things. I mean, they don't even know how to communicate with each other anymore. They only know, I mean, you know, I grew up going to keg parties and meeting girls and things like that. They don't go out of the house. They got everything on their TikToks and their freaking phones. And I mean, I know I sound like an old man saying that, but I mean it. I mean it literally. It's sad. Boy, that 5-minute 9 EMA right there, Jim. That 5-minute 9 EMA right there. That 5-minute 9 EMA right there. And see how it went right back to it. So so just kind of so I can explain something to you guys, and maybe this is something for some of you to kind of possibly learn. You're in it? Okay, good. So this is something for you guys to possibly just kind of, some of you that are a little more advanced, like Jim is, and I don't do these trades on this channel because I don't want to confuse you guys while you're learning trading. But when you have a rotation from the red line out, and it's after your 10 o'clock time frame and stuff like that, you're past your 1 minute gold lines. I mean, your 1 minute gold line type stuff. When you get, you know, you break your pivot, when you get your rotation back, that 9 EMA gold line, if you get a candle that consolidates on it, that's the next step. So this becomes leg one, this becomes leg two, because what you've got to understand is 5 minute, how do I say this? 5 minute chart traders are using this line and this line. And Jim just caught that trade. There you go. I hope it goes to the Donchian low for you. And Jim just caught that trade. And that's just, I hope you understand what I just said. So let me explain that again. So if you took this chart here, let me just create one if I can. This will give me something to do instead of taking a trade and blowing my account up or something stupid like that for now. I'm going to show you what I mean here in a minute. So what are we doing? GC? Yeah. All right. Give me minute 5. Go. All right. Hold on here. Let me get this out of the way. So what I want to put on here, indicator, is an SMA at 21. SMA. 21, and I want to make it I want to change the color. How do I get, come on. I'll make it red. This is, come on, where's my red? There's red, all right. I want to make that like 3 sizes. Okay, there we go. Boom. And then I want to get my red line, gold line indicator. Hold on here. EMA. And I want to make that 9. And I want to bring that down here. And I want to leave it gold. And I want to make it big enough so I can see the freaking thing. Where is it? Right there. 3. There we go. So here's what, let me put these side by side. Here's what a 5-minute trader sees. Okay. They see this 9 EMA right here, and they see a 21 SMA. So when they go inside the SMA, they push it down. That's why we trade directions based on where it is. Then when they push it from the red line down inside the gold line, then they use the gold line, just like we do in with the 1-minute candles. We use the 1-minute candle that's on the north side of the red line to push it long. We use the 1-minute candle that's on the south side of the red line to push it short. And once it breaks through our gold line and sits on top of it, we then use our gold line to push it south. We're doing all that the same as the 5-minute traders, but this is their chart. So their chart is this SMA at 21. That's why ours is set at 105. And this quiet little gold line I have right here, very quiet little gold line that I don't talk about trading off of in here, because you need to learn specific trades first before you learn other trades later. But price is coming through it, this point right here, and then boom, it uses it as support to push it down. And this is the internals of it with a 1-minute chart. And it was when I recognized, so let me point this out. So when I recognized this line and this line on longer term charts, that I figured out that if I get into the internals of a 1-minute candle versus this, because you got to have big stops for trades off these lines, big stops. If you're going to take this thing breaking down, you got to be, you got to have your stops up here, and you got to look for your targets way the hell down here, and blah, 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 to make up for this stop. I couldn't afford that. So I wanted to see the internals here, and here's the internal. You're seeing right here that push down, and then the further push down here, and then the roll up inside that 5-minute gold line, candle consolidated, bam, down. So doesn't this look a lot cleaner using the same lines than this? Anyways, that's what I try to talk about that's what I'm trying to emulate here. I don't know if anybody got anything out of that, but and there it goes. You dirty dog. Oh, you're going to the Donchian, aren't you? Yeah, that's a good spot, Jim. That's a very good spot, the Donchian. NQ doesn't have anything right yet, George. It has to retest, but it's the pattern's there. The pattern's there. Now it's got to retest. The YM may do it instead. Shit. Okay, hold on here. I'm gonna stay with the RTY still. I still think. All right, hold on here. Let me get gold out of the way. Let me grab the YM and drag it down here, because this is the one that possibly might do the pattern that we need first. Yeah, that's why I take those same lines and then blow them out in longer term, so that the lines on my 1 minute chart are emulating those lines on the 5 minute chart. And it's those 5 minute traders. This is where you got to understand. It's those 5 minute traders, the guys using 5 minute candles. Those are the guys with the big money. Those are the ones that push the market in directions a lot more than the people with the 1 minute candles. So I'm just trying to keep myself on the right side of the whales, the sharks, these sharks right here, by going into the internals without having to risk as much money and get myself, in a trade. And that's part of the reason why I say, if you take a 5 minute red line trade, for example, you do have to give it a little bit of room, because you're looking for those 5 minute traders to jump in and push it. Well, they need their triggers to show them to do that, which aren't the same as yours. All right, let's see if this YM can get us something. This would be a beautiful setup. Holy shit. If this YM would pull back right now, this would be a beautiful setup. It really would. This YM would be a beautiful setup. The problem is the ES already did it. All right, come on, YM. Come on. Come on, YM. Come down to here. There you go. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to be the little fish swimming with the big sharks. Exactly. And that's why you should have bigger targets, like Jim just did on his trades. That's why you should have bigger targets in reality with those 5 minute lines. Because the big sharks are going to push it to bigger targets. All right. I'm getting kind of excited about this YM potential here. Man, I got the RTY doing the same thing. Wow. Come on. I want this. Hold on. Let me blow this up a little more. Sorry. Okay. Hey, we may get it down here. Which would be fine too. From here back to here would be great. Right. Looking inside the 5. And I learned that, by the way, from a stock trader, not a futures trader. I learned that trick from a stock trader, not a futures trader. And when I learned it from him, I said to myself, I wonder if that would work in futures. I swear, like ping. And so I started peeling back the onion on futures charts, and I realized, holy shit, the same thing works, on futures as what this guy taught me in stocks. in terms of like their moving averages and stocks and stuff are totally, well, I don't know if they're totally different, but they are different. But he taught me the 5 minute, how to use the 5 minute moving averages. And I don't even remember if his were 5 minutes because he was trading high. Okay. So no, it wasn't. He was trading, the hell is it called? Not penny stocks, but high volume stocks that have high volume in the day. And so he was looking for rotations up, pullbacks, and then longs, but he was looking for them using internals that were like, man, I'm talking something ridiculous, like 15 seconds off versus a 1 minute candle. So he was using like 1 minute candles, but he was using like a 15-second candle, a 15-second candles inside, something like that. Christine, I took $5,000 to start my accounts. Okay. But and I'm probably not going to do this anymore. So like on October 20th, I paid myself out of my, like, I think my account was like $14,000. I paid myself out, and did it push, Jim? Shit, I'm not looking. Oh yeah, it did. Okay. I paid myself out down to $2,300 because I was trying to just use $2,000 to work myself out. I really shortchanged myself. I should not have done that this time because of the volatility that September and October brings. I really should have left my balance at, $4,000 or $5,000 for me to trade the way I'm trading right now. Now I've worked my way out of it. I'm back up to $7,800 or something like that. I don't know. What am I at? $7,200. I've worked my way out of it, but I mean, my point is, depending on the time of the year. I mean, I've done it multiple times this summer with a $2,000 balance that I've worked my way up to, say $8,000-10,000, then pull it back down to $2,000 and $8,000-10,000. Just happened to be last time I did it. The market was picking up pace. I mean, like shit's just flying around, and my account ran all the way up to $14,000 before I took my money out. So, I don't know, maybe $2-3,000. Yeah, that pullback to that 5 minute gold line was absolutely beautiful. You can't get it any smoother than that. You can't get one any smoother than that. That's like think about that. That's like a 1 minute gold line type pullback right here. So you had this down, up. That's like a 1 minute gold line. I mean, that's as smooth as butter, man. And then boom. I mean, that is just as smooth as butter. I mean, that is just as smooth. That is literally as smooth as butter. Oh, shoot. NQ. Hold on here. So the NQ is at the prior day open. Man, I might need to take a long here. Oh, shit. I keep forgetting. I'm sorry, guys. I got to move my charts down so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. So we've broken this pivot, this prior day open right here from that crossover. In the NQ. The YM got itself inside the overnight open. So it's, I mean, the pattern is bing, bing, back to here. That's what the pattern, that's what the trade pattern is. Once you break inside at retest, go down, there it is. Hold on, let me shut this off while I'm looking. But I didn't take the trade, but that is the pattern. Sorry, let me look at this. Hold here. Hold on. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop. Relax. The NQ is like a bucking bronco sometimes. The NQ is like a bucking bronco sometimes, so you got to be careful with it. It's just like a bucking bronco. I would love this to stay inside this candle here. Literally like a bucking bronco. Brutal sometimes. Come on. I want you to stay inside this candle. 14 more seconds. 12, 10, 9, 8. Come on, hold on. I'm going to blow this up so I can see better. Okay, hold on. Jesus. Hold on here. That didn't really work. There, let me do that. All right, hold on. All right, I'm going to let it go through once. And then I'm going to go back. There we are. All right, hold on here. What the hell? Come on, go. Go. Come on. There you go. Come on. Come on, go. 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 Come on. Where are the buyers? Stepping in. There you go. There you go. Come on. Come on. Come on. Buyers. Buyers. We're looking for buyers. There you go. Now let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. I'm going to have a little bit of resistance right here. We need to blow through that. Come on. Let's blow through that spot. Blow through that spot. There you go. All right. Come on. Let's go through it. No. Go through it. God dang it. Yep. That little resistance spot was right there. Come on. Don't pull back on me. Ah, you got me out. All right. It's going to run back up. It's just cleaning out the stops. Yep. Stop. I don't need any more charts, Diego. I don't need any more charts. But if I was trading one instrument, that might be a good idea. I don't buy the pullback. I buy the re-break potential, Bill. Because I'm looking for breaks. See, there's the re-break. So there we go. Come on, just go. Come on, let's go. Let's go. What the heck? Come on. There you go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Let's actually go. This really should have gone faster than that. Come on. Come on. Come on, 9. Push it. Push it. Push it, 9. Push it. Push it. Oh, my God. Yep. Just not there. I'm looking at the ES, and the ES is stuck again at the overnight open. The equity markets are just brutal lately. Oh, shit. I lost my charts here. That's a good idea, Harold. Have a great weekend. Yes. What the hell happened over here? Oil reversed itself even. Oh, my God. Man, that candle. So if I can get this chart, hold on here. If I can get this chart to come over here. So see how it did it again on the 5-minute? It rolled up, sat in here. And so a 5-minute trader is looking at this candle right here. You see that? That's what a 5-minute trader is seeing. So the break, why don't I have any? Oh, right here. There. Okay. A break of that 5-minute candle. Boom. See that? So the bottom of that 5-minute candle, let's just look, for example, was at 29.80. So let's go back over here and look at 29.80 on this chart. That was this one right here. So that's where the 5-minute traders would have jumped in. And that's what that last leg was right there. Does everybody see that? So what I used to do a while back is I used to have a 5-minute chart on one screen of oil and a 1-minute chart on another of oil on another chart, and I could see when the 5-minute candles were breaking. And if I was in a trade, say here, then I'd add more on the break here. Does that make sense? So I used to have 2 charts of just oil. I need to break this up so I can see what's going on over here. Huh. Well, that's interesting. See, there's the 5-minute red line right here on the YM. It's a pretty good pullback right there. I might need to pay attention to that. I'll be right back. What the hell here? Okay, hillbilly. That's good. Yeah, that's what I used to do in gold. I mean, not gold, oil. Jesus. That's what I used to do in oil. It really helped me. If you trade just one instrument, I highly recommend doing that. If you trade just one instrument, it's very helpful to have both of them on your chart because you can see what they're seeing. And so you did your thing, and then you see this break right here. You know exactly where that break is on their chart. Both. I'm talking about both lines. This is the 5-minute. This red line is consistent with the red line on our charts. This is the 21 SMA, and this is the 9 EMA on a 5-minute chart. And I've got them reflected wherever the hell my gold chart is. Oh, up here. Wherever the hell my gold chart is, I've got them reflected lightly is the gold line right here, very lightly. And then here's the red line. Because the trades I talk about are off this red line and off this gold line, which is the true 9 EMA for the 1-minute chart. And God dang it, I did it again. Shit. I got my chart stuck. I hate when I do that. Yeah, it can keep you out of a bad trade, but it can also help you add into a good trade. Like the example I just gave. It can help you add into a good trade because you see you already got in. If you got in on that red line that was showing earlier on the 1 minute chart, you can also, so now all of a sudden you've got profit as this thing's rolling down, and then you can add here for that leg right there because that's what the 5 minute trader's seeing. Does that make sense? My phone should be ringing here soon because somebody's supposed to be coming to my town and taking me out to lunch. One of my factory reps, he texted me last night, asked me to go to lunch with him. That's never a good thing. That's never a good thing. I'm going to tell you right now. They only come to visit me when they only come and visit me for lunch when they need something from me. So I'm expecting him to call me sometime soon. All right, where am I here? Come on. Can't see. Well. Gold might be giving us another short in the red line here. We had a new low. Pretty smooth pullback here. Shit, I need to look at something here. So one thing I forgot to put on this was a bar timer, so you can see how long this bar is going to last. That's your last piece of on that 5-minute chart. Sorry, I was looking for the bar timer. I'm up over 4 this week, tech reviews. So yeah, I hit it. I'm up over 4. Yeah, considering I only made $50 yesterday and I'm negative today. I'm negative right now. I'm negative $200, but I'm getting that $200 here in a minute because I'm long this NQ trade. I just needed to break this pivot. Come on. I don't trade any oil anymore because the when it's down at 50, $55, $58 a barrel, that the rotations are just not big enough for me. And I just trade gold instead of oil. If the rotations don't make me money, then it's not worth me sitting there staring at the rotations. The rotations still happen in oil. The problem is if I sit there on my hands all day long waiting for the rotations, they come and then I might make $200. Whereas if I sit here and watch gold's rotations, I might make, $800 on that same type of rotation. NQ, god dang it. NQ's trying to go through that top. Come on, NQ. Shit. So, like for example, gold right here. Here's the 5-minute candle. So the break of the 5-minute candle is at 27.40. Which is probably the bottom of this candle right here. So if price rolls down, the 5-minute traders would be possibly stacking in for a short on that break. I'm trying to manage my NQ trade, which I'm not doing a good job at that. Jesus, come on. Yeah, 27.40. So this spot right here, 27.40. I don't have it up there. I don't have it up, Mike, because I took a trade that I want to talk about. It's not in the strategy. Kind of like Jim did. Kind of like Jim does. And I'm out. I'm just waiting for it to rotate back. I'm out of the gold trade. The NQ trade. I'm waiting for it to rotate back. And it's going to do it right about here. It's going to do it right about here. Come on. Now gold is hung up. It's sitting here. This candle has 2 minutes left on it. The red line is still holding to the downside in gold. But it's not looking good. It's not looking promising to me. All right, RTY might have a 1 minute gold line here setting up right here. Might have a 1 minute gold line setting up. It broke through the high, which also broke this pivot that pushed price down. We're sitting on the gold line right now. So I'd be potentially looking at a long here. When price closes. All right, I'm looking at a long here. Potentially long. Get gold out of the way. That's not too good. The YM is not going to cooperate. Come on. Come on, RTY. Come on. What are we at? 11:20? Come on, RTY. Come on. Come on. Well, damn. Is my gold line 21? Is my gold line 21? Is my gold line 21? What gold line are you talking? This right here is a 21 SMA, which on a 1 minute chart is 105 SMA. This is a 9 EMA, and this is a 9 EMA from a 5 minute chart. So it's 9 times 5, which is 45 EMA. Because remember, it's a multiplier, and I got to pay attention over here. I don't want to be in that trade. I got to pay attention. Sorry. All right. Where's my stuff here? Hold on here. God dang it. Sorry. All right. Oh, shit. Where did it go? God dang it. I just lost a chart. All right. So let's look at this NQ here. Hold on here. So we just came from the Donchian Channel high. So we're seeking some sort of support to push it back, in my opinion. Could be this. I'd hate for it to be this. Jesus, I'd hate for it to be that. I want it to be this area. Yeah, RTY red is potential. I'd have to look at something on that. Hold on here. God dang it. Oh, it'd be a really good potential too, because it's above this pivot here, and it's the first time since we've crossed over. So yes, that's a good call, Thomas. Very possible right here. Jesus. Let me blow this chart up so I can see it better. There. I want to see to my left. All right. I'm looking at it. All right. Come on. Come on, RTY. Do it sooner rather than later. Now, here's an inside candle. That's nice. Potentially nice. Give us a better input. Okay, we're in. We're in like Flint. Now, come on. Let's walk our way long. There you go. Come on. Excuse me. Excuse me. Jesus. Sorry. Come on, let's go long. Back up to the highs. Let's go. All right, come on. Step by step, let's go. Come on. There you go. There you go. Little dogs tried to clean some stops out. Did you see that? Did everybody see that? Now, if we pop this top right here, we'd be good. If we pop this top right here, come on. Buyers, buyers, buyers. Come on. We need buyers. Come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. There we go. I hope you caught that, Thomas. Hopefully we get some money out of this. Hopefully we get some money out of this. Hopefully we get some money out of this. Ouch. Come on. Let's walk our way to the promised land. Walk our way to the promised land. So step one is to get through the 9 EMA on the 1 minute candle. That's step one. And hopefully we get a nice little, get a space, get a gap, and then we just come and touch that 9 and we continue to roll up. That's what we want at all. If we get any pullback at all, we just want it to come and touch that 9 and then roll back up. Well, I'm out. Where am I here? Where am I here? Where am I here? Where's my lines? Where are my lines? I don't know. You're going to go back up, aren't you? You're going to go back up, aren't you? God dang it. See you next week, George. Come on. Come on. Come on. Jesus. Go, go, go. Shit, go, 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 go. Just go. Just go. All right, Jesus Christ. Go, go. Just go. Just keep going. Where's the pivots? They're right there. Just go. Just go. There we go. Damn. All right. Jesus. I was in 2 trades at the same time. I couldn't move the chart down. Jesus, it's still going. Fuck. I was in 2 trades at the same time. I had this long in the RTY that I had on here. Well, we had this crossover retest right here, which was deliberate. I mean, bam, 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 boom, bam. I took that short. And I got out right at the top of these pivots right here. So right about here, it was like 32 points. God dang it. I can't move my charts while I'm trading. I mean, I was long here when this actually set up. Look at this candle. It's 11:33. So the 11:33 candle is this one. So this one's going long, which this is long back into the prior day close. And then I took that short. God dang it. Taking the day. That's good for you, Orville. You made a lot of money this week. You should take the day off. It's, yeah, I get it. You're right, Jay. I mean, I do have patience, but I mean, see, we beat the hell over here, and I got chopped out a couple times. You guys heard me here. I got chopped out a couple times on the NQ over here earlier. Okay. If you guys remember, well, then they rotated up and then slammed it through. And when they go to the other side after they don't commit, that's like butter. And there it is. I just don't have the nerve to take it back down to the low. But I did take it back down to these pivots right here. God dang. But I just can't move my charts around. It's like freaking, there's just like I lose my charts sometimes when I touch things. Anyways. All right, I'm going to shut down because I have to go meet somebody for lunch. I'm surprised they haven't texted me or called me about our appointment yet. I'm a tad confused. Hell, this person's likely to show up at my front door too. Oh my God, look at that. See, so just lesson of the day. When they beat on, so here's your 1, 2, 3. You know, I talk about threes. 1, 2, 3. And when they went through, they came back up. Here was support. They tested support. Bam, gone. Just bam, gone. Shit, but I was in the freaking RTY trade when it happened. So I was like, all I could do was just push my freaking ATM button and go with it. Anyways. All right. God dang it. Yeah, that's a beaut. This fucker's going to go all the way back down to here. Look at that. In a straight line. They were just getting longs trapped up here is what they were doing. Gold line on gold. Now, the only gold line I really talk about is the 9 EMA on this 1 minute chart. Okay. And that's why I didn't want to get into this freaking gold line conversation today. I didn't want to get into this gold line conversation today. It's just sometimes Jim takes a trade and people don't know why he took it. He's not just randomly taking it. He's just a little more advanced on what he's doing based off of things that I look for. But this trade here, for example, is none of these gold lines. It's strictly a retest. It hit all three lines. It hit the prior day open, hit the prior day close, and hit the overnight open after doing the 1, 2, 3. And once it does the 3, you need to see that retest, and then bam, it's gone. I mean, and it's like freaking lightning, and you can see that. It got hung up a little bit on this red line, but and it's in, you know, and the place they're going to take it is here, and I'm just too much of a sissy to take it there. Too much of a sissy, man. I'm just too much of a sissy to take it to the real target. That's the thing I have to work on personally. Is having the patience to allow my trades to go to the places that I know they're going to go. Now, I feel pretty proud of myself to go to these pivots here, because I was saying, well, you know, these can be support too. When it comes down, this could be support. I mean, that was beyond. I took my target and actually moved it further down to do that, because I did 32 points or whatever. Anyways. Dominic, if you're talking about these labeled lines here, you can just email me at goldlinetrades@gmail.com, and I can send you those. They're script that you can just download and then reload. They're just called labeled, like they're on my indicators. They're indicators. So they're on here as, where are they? Current day, open, high, low label. Prior day, open, high, low, close label. And then and one of my subscribers made that. So if you just email me, I can send you that script. All right. All right, everybody, have a good weekend. We got punched around Thursday and Friday. My week, just to give you total, my total for the week is not as good as I wanted. I mean, well, it's better than I wanted. Sorry. But based on the way I started my week and ended my week, not so good. 36.73. 36.73. All right. Those labels are not for Top Step. They're something must have happened because the market just went crazy again. Something must have happened. These are for Ninja. I don't know anything about Top Step. I ended down $340, Christine. $340. So I'm at 36, whatever I said. 30. I'll write it up here tomorrow or for Monday, but I think I only made 1,130 last week, but I mean, last week I was sick as a dog. I was just, if you remember, even on Thursday, I couldn't even trade. I was in a fog. So, shit. Well, I said the number, whatever it was. I can't remember now. All right. Everybody have a good weekend. Yeah, Thursday was rough, but today ended up being rougher for me than Thursday. I mean, if I sit here this afternoon and watch these charts, I can see I'm down $300. I can get that $300 back. I mean, that's not even. Yeah, Christine, I was pretty sick last week. I mean, I was totally in a fog. But being down $300, I can get that back. But I'm not worried about it. I had a good week. It's about the week. It's not about the day. All right.
Spam risk.
Hey, my friend Spam is calling me. Anybody know Spam? It's my friend Spam. I love getting spam. Idiots. Have a good day, everybody. Bye.